For today's assignment, I want you all to draw your first memory. Think back to that time. What did you see? How did it feel? I want you to capture all of that. Get to it. Ooh, I forgot this was one. Art time. Yeah, well, we will return to the Switch and to Deltarune conversation. Spoiler free, of course. First. So, this is one of the more, like, straightforward prompts. Your first memory, which assumes that it's an individual player and not an individual and one or more other individuals in a Twitch chat. My phone screen keeps dimming, which is not a problem that I have ever had with the Twitch app before, and I don't know, maybe it's because I collapsed the video preview, but I find it really distracting out of the corner of my eye. So, I don't know, I guess I'll just have to keep touching the screen, which is annoying. Do this from player character's perspective. Oh, that's a good way to do that. I like that. Yeah. So Muffin then. What could we think of for Muffin's first memory? Because, like, this would be probably around 3 years old. 2 is like, there's some outliers, but it's pretty friggin' young to remember anything as an adult. Yeah, we gotta do some, like, character building for this one. I'm trying to think back to what we have established already for Muffin as an individual character. Oh, that's really gonna bother me, actually, having to keep touching the phone screen. I guess I'll drop down the preview and let it roll. Thinking back on your own, it's like learning to read and count. Yeah, as like really, really young memories. My first memory, earliest memory, whatever, was of like, I was like running down the street ahead of my mom, and we were going to pick up my brother from a friend's house. And I remember being in the house, and there was a poster on the bedroom door. And I also remember that I remembered more details about this years ago. It's gotten even less distinct. But maybe they have a childhood cat to pet. Do they have pets in this universe? Surely. Yeah, they could have pets. Something to do with a pet. I guess, like, when I was thinking about, like, my example of myself, it's like, first memories are not always, like, they're kind of random. Like, it's not always necessarily of something, like, really distinct, like, yeah. So I'm trying to think of the headspace of, like, what's, like, a random, maybe kind of outlier event that could occur for Muffin. Oh, that didn't, my screen just faded again. That didn't actually solve the problem. Well, okay, I'm gonna collapse it again then, because I don't want to look at it, but darn, I'll have to figure that one out later. Yeah. Wish you could go, I want to go look at Mom and Dad's house in the game again. Donuts? Yes. Yeah. Maybe Muffin's earliest memory is, yeah, something to do with the holy shop. Or like, it could be like a first time trying one, but I mean by 3 you're on long ago on solid foods, I think. I'm not a parent. I'm not a parent or an easy, early childhood educator. I just realized I was using an acronym that maybe not everybody knows. But I feel like by 3, solid foods are like, you're fully there. Now I'm remembering a video that I saw on Tumblr like last week or something of a baby trying kiwi for the first time, and it was very funny. Maybe, well, because they have the color special. We made the color special for the Holy Shop, right? What if it's like the new color special? The first memory, Muffin's first memory could be of having the brand new color special for, I guess it would have been Blackberry as the wielder when Muffin was that young. It would have been, yeah. Chicory, yeah, because the Chicory's first color special, they probably would have been at least a little bit older than that. like if Chicory is old enough to be considered maybe of a different generation than Muffin, but young enough to still be considered a peer, then it probably still would have been Blackberry. Maybe it was like Blackberry's last Blackberry's last color special that she ever designed. Okay, I like it. I like this conceptually. We've got good storytelling happening here. I'm enjoying it. Okay. I think kind of walked ourselves into the corner of just making another donut though. So let's see what can we do here aside from, I didn't plug in my tablet. Hold on. I'm like shaking my pen all over the place. Like, why isn't it moving? Because I didn't fucking plug it in. Hold on. Did I just fuck that up? I think, oh, there it is. Okay. There we are. So, I want to have fun with colors on this one. I actually think maybe the color that we're on could be a good background color. Okay, so we do still have the smallest brush on. I'm thinking like a baby chicory with kind of like a mind-blown shock expression. You know, Holy with a big bite taken out of it. Bunch of big color explosions. It's all very exciting. Yeah? You feel me? Okay, where am I gonna... Baby Muffin? Yeah. Baby Muffin, but like... totally mind blown. So, let's see, the head shape is kind of like... That's not quite it. That's like Mickey Mouse-ish. Hold on. I feel like doing it in one smooth motion kind of like gives it a really good quality, but also I gotta actually get the proportions right the first time. Ooh, and baby head, we gotta have bigger eye area, bigger eyes, bigger eye, forehead, general area, maybe smaller, kind of like snoot. Nope. That already is not doing what I'm... Alright, well, instead of erasing it entirely, I'm just gonna try and like workshop what's here instead of starting completely from scratch. So I think get kind of like, yeah, maybe like a little more, or not quite like that. I think that's, hold on. No, I think I am gonna leave it there. Big ol' eyes. Oh my god! I wanna put sparkles in her eyes, in the baby eyes. Okay, hold on. We got a big ol'... Nope. Not there. Like this. Yeah, big ol' nose. A big shock mouth. I think maybe you gotta like take it in just like a little bit, maybe like, yeah, okay. And like, nope. That's not it. Hold on. No. I don't know if this is really giving baby yet. Coco vibes? Oh, like the Animal Crossing villager? What if we do fucking little curlicue? There. Now it's a baby. Alright, hold on. So the ears... That's the vibe, but I feel like I can do the shape better than that. There we go. Round. A little bit rotund. That's not really, no, that's not a situation for the word rotund. And I didn't leave enough space for the other ear. Like, that could work if it just is going off the side. I feel like that looks okay. Okay, and I want to like where's the no, that's not quite what I was going for. I'm trying to do like oh my god, my phone screen turned off. Ah! Okay. Now I can see chat again. I'm trying to do like sparklies. Nope, that's too many things. Because I know I can make like a little shape with the hee kind of like, no, not like that. Hold on. Okay. Yes, we're doing it. We're doing it. We're getting it. We're doing it. Hold on. Get rid of the red one. Then I can. No, see, I don't want it to touch the outside because then it does too many weird, like, shape things. I think I need it, like, here. In this. Yes. Oh my god. I love that. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. So, blackberry. Nice, thank you. Blackberry. I think, I'm just gonna go for, maybe it's low-hanging fruit, but like a blackberry colored kind of, or like blackberry base sort of like color scheme. So if you do like, here's kind of like, no, I'll do like the full, nope, the full circle for the center, and then like erase away the part that would be having that would and then I'll erase away the part that would have already been bitten. Holy shit. Okay, good. Got it. And then we can just do that. Holy shit, yeah. Thank you. Okay, yeah, it's coming together. Yeah, am I thinking... Okay, so it's blackberry. But... yeah, I guess kind of like purpley colors. I feel like... I don't know. Should Muffin be the same color as the background? Or no? Because a different color for Muffin would make them pop out even more. Like I went for the red because I wanted it to be like kind of high contrast and stuff. But the same color is kind of like... I don't know. Like they're melting into the experience. But yeah, like a different color to kind of... So I feel like we need to do that now. Because I feel like going a little wild with the donut sprinkle colors. Because my thought is, so we've got the donut itself and designing how it looks, but then all of the colors that are used here are kind of like coming off of it in like crumbs, like confetti sprinkles exploding, like it's a big explosion of amazingness. So I don't want to get cornered with being like, oh, the only color that actually looks good for for Muffin's fur is a color that's already being used on the donut, and then it looks weird and bad. Anyway, I feel like oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Yes, I like that better. It's just something about like it being like really blocky was just like throwing me off a bit. No, I think that's too far. But that's good. Okay. Yeah, just like, is this gonna, no, it's not. But maybe I do like here. Okay, I gotta stop touching it. You put confetti in the stove. That seems like a cardamom move. True. Okay, what color? Cause I picked that really bright red. I guess you could change that too, kind of depending on things. I picked the really bright red because I wanted it to kind of convey the like full system shock. Because I looked at all of the colors available, and it was the one that like immediately jumped out at me among the options that have been provided. So that's why it kind of called to me. But now I'm like, what do we put in there? Like, I don't know. Is this really... no. I don't think that's it. I don't think that's it. I don't think that this is it either. Like, don't know what color would be good. Yeah. Because, I mean, you can also change the background color, right? But, like, I don't hate that. It's a little bit weird, but I don't hate it. Go like full high contrast. But then in the context of eating food, usually turning green is not a good thing. Yeah, because this is like, maybe, I don't know, I feel like the yellow looks good. Maybe we just change the background color instead. Oh, not that one. I don't know why I thought that might be okay. It's really not. That kind of, no, that's too melty. It's melting everything together too much. Yeah, color experimentation. What about this is a pretty green? This is like really close to the same color as Muffin. You like cream, we can keep trying stuff. Yeah, it's just a nice color. Hello, Gwen. Welcome. Yeah, minty. Well, maybe we can... I kind of was thinking about using the minty color as one of the donut things, because, like, look at how nice those two look together. But we're not quite there right now. Because, like, we could... do that. That makes Muffin stick out. But then I feel like the eye sparkles don't pop out so much. I guess that's not like the end of the world. I could also make the eye sparklies like yellow or something, but nah. I mean, that is true to what Muffin looks like. To have them be this kind of really bright kind of white color. It's growing on me. It's a little bit of an odd choice, but it's kind of growing on me because it does make Muffin pop more out of the background. So I think it's donut time. So I did like the idea of kind of doing like maybe like this is like a glaze. I'm not gonna get nearly as detailed with this as I did with the actual Holy Shop sign that we did. Like we're, you know, we got the little cartoon Muffin over there. Like we're not going hyper real detail on this. But yeah, like a little this kind of glaze. Because it's blackberry themed, right? So we got a kind of like purpley colors, with like the bluish base. I think the blackberries version would be more tame. Yeah. I feel like I want at least one more color in this though. Maybe, because I do really like this green. Maybe this is like it's just like little sprinklies that I feel like makes it like just like a little pop of like a high contrast color for fun. Because even though blackberries would maybe be more tame, I feel like she can still be fun and tasty. It is looking like a little bit weird. I think because there's a lot of spots where the green is touching both the blue and the purple, so we're seeing like the gaps between the colors do kind of weird stuff. So I think maybe I just need to kind of like isolate some of these a little bit more. Not like entirely, not all of them, but particularly the ones that are like a little more internal, where there's supposed to be more of the glaze anyway. And then I can just kind of fill those gaps in by hand. Oh, I'm sitting here clicking like, why isn't it working? Because I wasn't using the blue paint. Okay, I think that helped. I think there's still a few where it's touching both colors, but I feel like that's only... It looks a little more natural now, I think. Yeah, so let's get like, we've got... Maybe, you know, the little like crumblies flying out. Those look pretty tasty so far. Yay! Yeah, it does. Oh, it looks it's quite a delicious combination. One of the downsides, weird tool blushes. Yeah. Should have maybe like just a few in the middle too. And maybe like. like a little bit less of the purple. I might fix up some of those to make them smaller too. But, you know, it's in there. Yeah, okay, let me try. I'll just kind of like. Yeah. And then a few of these little green guys that are gonna be like kind of hard to see against the background, but I think like they'll come through enough to be like worth being there. There's a gap right in this space, so I think I'm gonna just move there. Yeah, and we can kind of make some of these more shapish. Okay. Huh. Yeah. Oh, maybe I'll make the one. Just kind of filling in like just a little bit of empty space there. Okay, 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 okay. Looks good. Looks good. Alright. I feel like I kind of was picturing like maybe a little more like background like squigglies or something. And there's yeah, I don't know. See, like I'm looking at it now and I'm like the fact that one of the ears is going off the frame, but there's nothing going off the frame on the other side. I feel like it's throwing the balance a little bit. But I don't know what I would do other than just doing kind of some weird stuff with the background to kind of like pull the balance back. Exclamate. That would be good. I think I would do like. No, hold on. Yeah, no, maybe something like that, like over here. Yeah, because the red again, I don't know, something about the balance here. I'm doing this because I know that I can just hit like the undo button, but like something like that is actually not bad, but I feel like that's a little bit like it's covering up like a lot. Shout bowls. Squirrel's like 90s soda. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I was like thinking about. I feel like I put too much. I feel like that I should, if I was gonna do that, I should have done it earlier. Because now I have a bunch of like fiddly little dots on top of the background, and there's no layers in this program. So kind of like that. Not quite. It's getting closer, but I feel like maybe what I need is for the dot to be a little more like that direction. And then this, because I want to hit like an angle with it, but I also don't, like I feel like I'm hitting that kind of weird. I kind of like, just like shape it as I Hello, Leku. Welcome. And yes, I am glad I have successfully communicated that this is a baby muffin. Yeah, this is the earliest memory. What is your earliest memory? So you thought of an earliest memory for Muffin. First time trying a color special donut. It's Blackberry's last color special donut. I feel like we got it. I think that's the balance that was missing with the red, and I think that helps communicate the emotion more too. To have like just an exclamation mark as like very simple symbolism. Yeah. Man, I was like, yeah, we'll get started on the concept and then we'll keep talking about the Switch and Deltarune. No, we won't. I mean, maybe later in the stream, but this became like a whole story building project. So, yeah. Maybe during the next one, because the next one's going to be another Copy the Greats, and those are a little less conceptual. Thought you meant we were putting that on hold. I guess yeah. I guess, yes. I guess the answer to that is yes, we were doing that. Unintentionally, but yeah, we'll get back to there at a later point, but right now, I think we're done. Bonk. Bonk. All right, brushes down. Let's see how we did. How mysterious. I wonder what the story is. I want to know too. But I can tell how it felt. Somehow, it feels like I'm there. It's nice seeing this side of you. Where was I when this happened? The shapes are diverse. There's a lot to take in. I like the emphasis on light yellow-green. I can't help but notice the splash of light green. Well done today. Your piece will go to the Luncheon Wielder Showcase. Muffin? Okay. Keep practicing. I think that's the one that's right next to our house. In Luncheon. For when we go to find that later.